Hello students, this is the second lecture of our new paper, that is mechanics. In the last lecture we have seen about the resultant force, that is if two forces P bar and Q bar are acting at a point in a rigid body, and if there exists a single force R bar such that the effect of this R bar is the same as that of the net effect of all these forces, and that is said to be the resultant of these forces. And we say that this R bar, that is equal to this P bar plus Q bar, any number of forces, just it is the example of P bar and Q bar. Also we have seen two theorems. So first is that is the parallelogram law of forces. So that is the if two forces P bar and Q bar are represented both in magnitude and direction by the adjacent side of parallelogram, then the resultant force is represented by this diagonal of this. That is the law of parallelogram of forces. Also we have find out the direction and magnitude of the resultant force. So that is magnitude is R, that is under root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta, and direction is given by this formula, that is tan of alpha is equal to Q sin of theta upon P plus Q sin theta, where what is theta? Theta is the angle between these two forces. Now today we have to derive some deductions, actual deductions means some results, some remarks regarding the resultant of these forces. So we will consider some cases by changing the value of theta. So here first case number 1, if P is equal to Q. What does it mean? If P is equal to Q, it means when the magnitude of two forces P bar and Q bar are equal, then what happens? Then R is equal to under root of this P square plus 2PP cos theta, that is under root of 2P square plus 2P square cos theta, that is under root of 2P square into in bracket 1 plus cos theta is equal to under root of this is 2P square. Now 1 plus cos theta, it is a well-known identity in trigonometry, that is the 1 plus cos theta, that is a formula 1 plus cos theta is equal to 2 cos square theta by 2. So here we can write 2 cos square theta by 2, so that is equal to this 4 cos square theta by 2. So this is R. So here when the magnitudes of two forces are equal, that is P is equal to Q, then we get this resultant of these forces R is equal to 2 cos theta by 2, 2P here, that is 2P cos theta by 2, 2P cos theta by 2. Now in this case what will be the direction? So see here tan alpha is equal to P sin theta upon P plus P cos theta, because we are considering P is equal to Q is equal to P sin theta upon P common 1 plus cos theta, this PP will cancel. So is equal to sin theta upon 1 plus cos theta. We have to convert this in some standard forms of sin theta and cos theta. All of you know that there is one formula, sin theta, this can be written as 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2, and for 1 plus cos theta we have to use this 2 cos square theta by 2. So this tan alpha is equal to 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2 upon 2 cos square theta by 2. 2 cancel. So here that is equal to tan of theta by 2. That is tan alpha is equal to tan theta by 2. And we know that when tan alpha is equal to tan theta by 2, which implies that this alpha is equal to theta by 2. Alpha is equal to theta by 2. So here we can say that the line of action of the resultant force bisects the angle between these two forces. Bisects, that is divided by 2. So it means bisects the angle between two forces. So this is the first case. Now come to the second case, that is if theta is equal to 0. See now what will happen? Theta is equal to 0. Then what will be the resultant? That is r is equal to under root of p square plus q square plus 2pq cos 0. Cos 0 means 1. So that is equal to under root of p square plus q square plus 2pq. That is under root of this p plus q whole square. It means r is equal to p plus q. So if the angle between two forces, that is theta, is equal to 0, then r is equal to p plus q. R is equal to p plus q, and theta is equal to 0 means all of you know that when the two forces act along the same straight line and in the same direction. So this r is equal to p plus q. So let us find the direction. So we have formula, that is tan alpha is equal to this q sine of 0 upon p plus q cos 0. Cos 0 is 1, sine 0 is 0, and therefore it is equal to 0. So here tan of alpha is equal to 0. This implies that this alpha is equal to 0. Alpha is equal to 0. So here the resultant will act in the direction of both these forces, p bar and q bar. Now come to the third case, that is when theta is equal to pi by 2. So when theta is equal to pi by 2, what will happen? See, you can also see this. What will happen? R is equal to, that is r is equal to under root of p square plus q square plus 2pq into cos of pi by 2. All of you know that the value of cos pi by 2 is 0. So that is equal to this under root of p square plus q square. So in this case the resultant will be r is equal to under root of p square plus q square. Now what about direction? Here direction will be tan of alpha, that is equal to just q by p. How q by p? See, q into sine of pi by 2 upon p plus q cos of pi by 2. Cos of pi by 2 is 0, sine of pi by 2 is 1, and that is equal to q by p. So in this case we can write alpha is equal to tan inverse of q by p. So this is the direction of the resultant in this case. Now we are left with only one case, last case, that is when theta is equal to pi. It means when the two forces p bar and q bar act along the same straight line, but the direction is different because theta is equal to pi. So in this case, see, r is equal to under root of p square plus q square plus 2pq cos of pi. Now what is the value of cos of pi? Cos of pi is minus 1. So that is equal to under root of p square plus q square minus 2pq. So this can be written as, this is the square of p minus q. So that is p minus q square. So which implies that this r is equal to p minus q. So when the forces act in this along the same straight line but in opposite direction, that is theta is equal to phi, then in this case this resultant will be, that is P minus Q, and in this case the direction will also tan alpha is equal to, here you can put sin pi, sin of pi means 0, so this will be 0, and in this case alpha is equal to 0, so in this case also its direction is also theta is equal to alpha is equal to 0. Now there are some examples on the basis of these two theorems and these four conditions. So we will take one example of this today. So find the resultant of the forces. The example, find the resultant of the forces whose magnitudes are 8 kg and 7 kg, 8 kg and 7 kg respectively of an angle theta is equal to 60 degree. So here two forces are given, angle between forces is given, just we have to find the resultant of these two forces. So here let P is equal to, P means magnitude, P means that is 8 kg, and Q is equal to, that is 7 kg, and here theta is equal to 60 degree. And we have formula of the resultant, that is R is equal to under root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos of theta. So just put these values, that is P square, that is 8 square plus 7 square plus 2 into 8 into 7 into this cos of 60 degree. So easily you can calculate this. So this R is equal to this under root of, that is 64 plus 49 and plus 112 and into this value of cos 60 half. So after simplification you will get that is equal to root 169, and that is equal to 13 kg. So this is the resultant of these two forces. So for remaining examples we will solve that examples in the next video lectures. So regularly watch videos on YouTube and don't forget to write some comments. If you have no comments, just write your name so that I could consider your presentee regularly. So note this point and we stop here.